Look at the lines. This is crazy. Starbucks over here. I'm curious if they have anything else. Terminal 4 JFK is not interesting, y'all. My little passport ready to go. Friends, we are seated and okay, so far so good. We have lunch and I'm smiling because I'm just like, man, I miss that premium economy. To show you all what this looks like. We are going to head on one of the black taxis like what you see here. All right, Heffa fam, so to the hotel. I'm staying at the Strand Place. The rates are pretty low. You can do single occupancy room, double occupancy rooms, and of course they have like larger spaces. So I booked my own single occupancy room and you're gonna see why in like 2.2 seconds. What is up, Heffas and friends? Welcome to another episode of Java and Journeys with Jillian. If you're new here to this channel, how are you doing? My name is Jillian, and Heffas, welcome to our first big international journey. We are currently at JFK en route to London. If you happen to miss my happenings and all the things going on in New York, I strongly encourage you to go back and watch those. But y'all, I am looking forward to getting on this flight. It is super early. I think right now, y'all, it is nearly 6:30. I have been up since 4 a.m. trying to get out of my Airbnb to make it over to JFK. Fortunately, y'all, I have no significant complaints. There was some traffic getting over to JFK, so I highly recommend if you are taking a flight really anywhere, but especially JFK is one of the biggest airports, busiest airports in the world. So you want to give yourself plenty of time to get here. But y'all, it's like, I took some B-roll footage of what the lines were looking like, at least at Delta. I am flying Virgin Atlantic. So I have flown them before in the past. I've been to London, y'all, but it has been so many years. This was like pre-pandemic, like ages ago. So this is going to feel like going to London for the first time for me, because so much of those experiences that I had way back when feel like a long forgotten memory. So I am looking forward to tapping into our bougie Heffa bag and getting into everything that London has to offer. But y'all, buckle it up, buttercup. We are going to go ahead and get ready to catch our flight to London via Virgin Atlantic. Once we get to London, we're going to check in at our hotel and see what we're going to get into. It's going to be the evening by the time we arrive to London. Our flight is going to depart around 8:15. We're not going to get there until 8:30. So we'll see what's going to happen from a dinner perspective, but buckle it up, buttercup. I hope you have your comfy joggers, sweatpants on, your comfy crew neck like your girl here, and let's get ready for this flight to London. So y'all, while this is our first big trip together, I will tell you this is not my first time coming to JFK. I do not like JFK, but I have not been in the international terminal area, so we'll see how it looks. It's just so crazy, busy, chaotic. There's like a lot of frenetic energy. So you know what we need to calm our nerves down a little bit? We need some caffeine. I have my Harry Potter tumbler, which I'll show you all. You know I'm a big believer in traveling with a lightweight insulated tumbler for your liquids and just to make life a little bit easier on you. So y'all, I'm looking forward to getting my job on right now. So we're gonna go do that and just explore what the terminal has to offer. So I'll show you some views as we look around. We have a little bit of time before we're boarding, and your girl is in like the basic B loading zone. So y'all, I love Virgin Atlantic, and though I'm flying Virgin, your girl is in economy, but I hope that I have the whole row to myself, because the last time I checked, I do. So that makes it okay. So we're gonna see what that's like, because the last time I flew Virgin Atlantic, like I said, this was ages ago, y'all. I flew premium economy, and that was such a nice experience. So I'm hoping that basic B economy will be equally as lovely. So I'm just going to have like my champagne dreams on a Starbucks budget by looking around at one of the duty-free shops. And like I said, we're just kind of hanging out. We're gonna go see if we can find some really good coffee before the flight. I don't know that I'm gonna get any food, y'all. I'm not extremely hungry, and I know that they're gonna feed us on this flight. from what I can remember, the food was actually really good on Virgin Atlantic. So we're gonna see if it's going to be the same or if it's going to be mediocre. I really hope it's going to be delicious because I don't want to buy something hot and it get cold and just not taste very good on the flight. Because y'all, that's what happened on the flight to New York. If you happen to miss that, check that out. But y'all, I got some like egg white bites from Starbucks and I didn't actually open it up until well into the flight and it was bad, y'all. Cold egg white bites are not very good. So that was just like a learning for me, is like, if I know it's going to be a minute before I can get to my food, I need to bring something that's like room temperature or cold. So that's why my appetite for getting anything hot to take on that flight is at a low right now, because I just want my food to taste good. So what will be hot and ready for us is our coffee with our little Harry Potter insulated tumbler. So I'll show you all that when we find a place to, you know, fuel up. Showing you all one of the duty-free shops here, and you know, these pretty much all look the same. Burr coming over here was not the greatest. Not in the sense that the driver lacked skills. He had skills, but like, y'all, his vehicle smelled like smoke. Like, you could tell he's a smoker. And I really wish, like, Uber people, if there's a way to disclose if your driver is a smoker and if they smoke in their vehicle, I think that would be really nice, because the whole time we're sitting in his car, I'm like, oh my God, I do not want to get on this airplane smelling like cigarette. And that's no shade to my Heffas out there that smoke or vape or whatever. I'm not trying to shade you. It's just more so like, for me, I'm about to get on this long flight and I'm like, I just don't want to smell like an ashtray. So I'm like, I wish that there was a way to actually know that and get that information just closed up front, so you can decline that Uber and find another that's like a smoke-free Uber car. If you're a driver that smokes, none of my business. That's like more power to you. I just don't want your car to smell like smoke. So one of my favorite cologne brands, Jo Malone, oh my gosh, and how appropriate, because we're going to London. Y'all, I'm not gonna buy anything because I'm trying to save my space and my wallet for all the perfumes and everything in London. And I know in Europe in general, there are some amazing perfume brands. So I'm looking forward to getting my smell on and getting like a scent that's exclusive to London that you just can't find in the US. So I'm looking forward to that. So we're at one of the, you know, little stands they have to get your like magazines, get your snacks and everything. I would love to hear, what do you all typically take when you are traveling? It doesn't have to be necessarily a flight, but like, even if you're taking a road trip somewhere, like, what is your go-to thing that you normally take with you? So let me tell you all what I would do. I would go on a flight, I would have my magazine, I'd have my M&Ms, I would have like my bottled water, and that used to be the thing I would do for the longest time. Now, I just download my favorite shows. That has all morphed into that. And I still have my water. Now it's coffee. I have to have my coffee or a tea. Now that's my thing. Considering this is like an 8-hour flight, looking at all the magazines, I'm like, do I want to get a magazine? I did bring a book with me, y'all, because now a girl's actually going to have time to sit back and read. Does anyone read books anymore? I love books. I just don't have time, or I haven't prioritized. Let's just put it that way. I haven't prioritized reading books because I consume so much of my news and everything just through, you know, social media, through my news feed on my phone, that like picking up a physical book and reading, it's been a minute. Oh my gosh, y'all. I was reading these like really awesome smutty books that are like fantasy. They are so well written, so good. And I want to say the author, she's Black, if I'm not mistaken. And these books are so good, but they're also smutty. I will, if I can remember, I will put a screenshot of like the series that I've been reading. It's so good, y'all, but it's smutty. It is a smutty book, but it's so well written, where it's not just about like the physical intimacy part. It's like you see a build of like the characters developing these relationships, but it is spicy. It is spicy. And I love it. So I'm like, ooh, maybe I should find a spicy book. I don't know if they'll have anything like that here, but it certainly keeps you intrigued and interested. So y'all, that's probably like the last book I read were like these books that are like physical book that I picked up and read. And I am not ashamed about it, okay? These are fun books. I highly recommend them. if you're someone that loves those kind of series. So looking around here, y'all, I don't think we're gonna find our like fun, smutty fantasy stories written by a Black author, but I strongly encourage, bring your like favorite things to do, including, oh y'all look, it's like a Cynthia Erivo, that's fun. But bring your like your favorite thing to do, especially if you're ever on a flight for as long as we are gearing up to be on. I see the Starbucks over here. I'm curious if they have anything else. It may be that we have to get Starbucks. This terminal, I believe we're in Terminal 4 of JFK, is not interesting, y'all. There's not really too much great B-roll I can give to you because I hate to say it, it just sucks. There's not really any character to it. This is the closest thing to character I've been able to see so far. And then we got here with some time to spare because I know flying has been so tumultuous, like in the US for the past few weeks. It's just been crazy, but y'all, the sun has risen fully. Ooh, y'all, these like breakfast sandwiches look bomb. But again, y'all, I'm not really in the spirit to eat anything right now. So I just want the coffee. Because if I get that, it's gonna get cold. I kind of don't even want to eat anything until I get on my flight. If we were here significantly early, then I would definitely probably try to snack on a little something. But I'm probably going to pass out as soon as we get on, because again, I've been up since like 4. So the mobile order has been placed at Starbucks, y'all. And you know that I love my cortado, but I decided to actually go the iced route because I'm feeling a little warm. So I decided to go ahead and just get that iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. And again, if you happen to miss my New York City adventures, we went to the Harry Potter store, and y'all, I picked up the Harry Potter tumbler. This thing is so lightweight. I completely forgot that little green Stanley that you all have seen me travel with. So I'm like, let's go with this little sophisticated number here. Come on, Harry. Come on now. Y'all, she is the moment, and then this is the lid. So as soon as I get my shaken espresso, I'm going to go ahead, fill this up, and just gear up to load up on the flight. And I went ahead and got some pumpkin bread because I'm like, that just sounds really good just to have on the flight. And they were amazingly efficient at Starbucks. Like, again, I highly recommend if you're at an airport that has mobile ordering, do the mobile ordering, girl. It will save you so much time. We're actually close to our gate, so we're just going to stroll on over. And y'all, we still have like some time to spare. And y'all, like I said, I'm in the basic B zone. I'm like, I didn't even know that zones could go that low. This is what I get, y'all, for talking about my sister. So if you missed my flight experience coming over here from NCO, I was ragging on my sister because, y'all, we could have been chilling at the Delta Lounge, but no, this Heffa doesn't have the status on her Amex card to go into the lounge, and I could pay for her like companion pass, but it just wasn't worth it for the length of time that we were going to be there. If we were going to be at the airport for like hours, then yeah. And I'm like, I could be having my little sparkling wine in the Delta Lounge, but no, I'm out here with gin pop. And y'all, joke's on me, because basically I'm going to be one of the last people boarding this plane, assuming that I'm in group 7. And again, it's been so long since I've flown Virgin Atlantic, so I don't recall how far back the zones go. Y'all, I think there's our plane right there. We actually went down too far at the like gate area that we're located, which is totally fine. We're in the right terminal. It's all good. It doesn't feel like it, because typically, y'all, international terminals, and again, not that my basic self doesn't fly international at all. The only reason why is that I've had the great fortune of having some of my domestic flights out of international terminals, and typically international terminals are really nice. This is so basic here. Like, I'm just kind of amazed. But y'all, actually, we're A7, so we had walked by it. But again, we still have plenty of time, and I'm like in one of the last zones, so we're all good. There she is, right there, going to London. So we are just going to hang out in Gym Pop and wait to start boarding. Friends, I have my little passport ready to go. Y'all, it's all good. This is actually fairly calm. I'm so used to people crowding the boarding area, and like, y'all, it's not bad at all. Like, it's fairly calm, which is a good sign so far. But this is a practically full flight, not entirely sold out, but just about. So maybe people are just taking their time, and I'm not mad at it. Again, we're hoping that if my row is not emptied, that at least the middle seat would be empty. That would be a bomb. Y'all, all is not lost. So it looks like the boarding groups actually go up to 10. Okay, so 7, we'll take it. You know, we're not the last. We're also not the first. I was just like looking over because they have Sky Priority boarding here. And then they have like all other groups. So groups 1 through 4 there. And then they have 6 through 8 around the other side. So I just like so happened to look, and I was like, oh, they actually go all the way to 10. They're in group 5 right now. And again, y'all, it's still relatively calm right now. So we'll see what it's like when we are actually able to make it on. Friends, we are seated, and okay, so far so good. No one is sitting next to me, so I wanted to give you all an idea. So of course, like business class, baby, they were like, don't even look this direction. You need to just go ahead, you turn that corner, keep going. Don't try that little cute filming stuff over here. But you all hopefully got a chance to see some of the premium economy, which were like those leather seats that are definitely a lot more plush. So y'all, I'm in just the standard economy, and then to my right is the economy delight. And the economy delight has more leg room. So hopefully you're able to see that as I was like walking through. And then with this being standard economy, y'all, I have my backpack right here, but just to give you all an idea of what it looks like. So I'm short. So again, y'all, and these are my Lysol wipes that I use to wipe my tray table, my seat down and everything. So these are not tissues, so don't come for me unless you have a check for me. But y'all, I still have plenty of legroom space here. I'm a short individual. I will be honest with you, the seat is not the most comfortable, so it's very basic. Like there's no padding or anything like that. So if you are someone that needs that added comfort for a long haul flight, I would definitely recommend investing in premium economy. But I think that this will be okay, especially if no one is sitting in the center of me, because like I'm in like this kind of like center row section. We're here, so far there's one person. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that no one is sitting in the middle. So you all send me those vibes. I'm definitely going to check in and let you know but our seat is wiped down and sanitized, our tray table is sanitized. We are good to go. Came back in, we're in flight, y'all. I feel like I look like death right now, but they are bringing around breakfast service. So I wanted to show really quick, like literally I was half asleep, and then the flight attendant like tapped me for breakfast. So I'm happy to not miss out. So let me show you all a little bit what I am eating on. So let's see. We found love in a hungry place. Let's see what's in here, y'all, because I have no idea. And I was like watching Love on the Spectrum. Drop down in the comments if you love that show. I am so excited. I think they're now like on season like 4, maybe 3 or 4. It's such a wholesome show. So good. So, okay. Opening this up, y'all. Let's see what we have here. Oh, so this looks like, okay. So, okay, y'all. It's a little fruit cup and then some cream cheese because we have a warm bagel. And then I think this is just like the spoon to like spread the cream cheese with. I also got a hot tea, and I think this is kind of neat. I've never seen this before, y'all, but I had gotten some milk and sugar, and typically I only know this because many years ago when I was living in Chattanooga, Tennessee, there was this British tea house called the English Rose. Y'all, it was so good. It does not exist anymore, which makes me sad, but it was a great tea house. The food was amazing. And I remember as a part of my English lit class, we went in, we're talking about literature, we also had tea service, and the person that was helping us with our tea service, she was explaining that in tea, you don't put cream, you typically put milk because cream will curdle in tea, which I thought was interesting. So anyway, I just bring that up to say that I have these like milk packs here. I've actually never seen this before, so this is really cool that they have this to help with like the mess. And then I also have a sugar here. And then y'all, let's look at this bagel. So the bagel is warm. I don't know. Okay, and it's a plain bagel. So this is all good. And again, this is the breakfast service for economy specifically. Now, many moons ago, when I was in premium economy, I don't recall what the breakfast was, but y'all, the dinner, it was so good. And I think because we're sitting in premium economy, they gave us a choice of like sparkling wine, or, you know, if you want a red or white wine. It was like a beautiful spread. I'm okay with this because I am not actually super hungry. I'm probably just going to take like a couple of bites of bagel. I'm going to sip on my tea a little bit, and I'm probably going to doze back off again. But it's nice to have this little fruit cup to snack on. So if anything, I'll probably go ahead and eat the fruit cup, and then I'm just going to eat like parts of the bagel. But yeah, that is what breakfast is looking like in economy so far. We are, I guess, a few hours in at this point, and we have moved past breakfast, so to speak, and it's just like a very light snack that I wanted to show you all. These here. So it looks like there's some sort of like sour cream, crunchy corn nibbles. Y'all, I don't know. I'm living my best life over here, right? So let's indulge and try it out. Y'all, like my sleeping has been touch and go. I'm definitely going to pass out when we get to the hotel. But here's what the nibbles look like. You check that out here. It's actually not bad. That's good. It's like a sour cream and onion corn chip. Yeah. I'm impressed. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be bad. This is like, it's so tiny, y'all. It's this like tiny little pack. Thankfully at our Airbnb, the host had left us some snacks. So I have a few made good granola snacks in my bag. And of course, I still have my pumpkin loaf from Starbucks. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy my little my little snack here. I have a sparkling water, and I have now shifted to another show, y'all. I don't know if this is another one you've seen, but I'm watching Jury Duty Company Retreat. I've never seen the Jury Duty, like where the spinoff is based off of, but this is hilarious so far. I'm still in episode 1, but I am cracking up. So I'm excited to keep getting into this and enjoy my snack. Okay, so friends, we have lunch, and I'm smiling because I'm just like, man, I miss that premium economy experience, because y'all, the food was really good. And okay, so this is what I will say. Let me actually shut up. Let me show you all what I have. But the meme of Mimi Leaks walking through and being like, woo, child, the ghetto. Y'all, that is what keeps running through my head, and I really hate that. But I'm just chuckling because I was like, I feel like this looks like is the struggle meal appropriate? I don't know. Okay, so y'all, basically you could pick out a cheese pasta or the chicken. So I went ahead and went for the chicken, and I'm going to show you all what this looks like. All right, y'all, so here is my chicken, and I think it's supposed to be like a chicken tikka masala, but like potato, peas, carrots, not a seasoning in sight. And I opened up my cutlery here because I was hoping there'd be some salt and pepper in there, and there isn't. So y'all, I don't know. I'll try it, but you know, we'll see. I have my little salad here. It looks like some feta cheese, cucumber, tomato. And then we have a chocolate mousse. We have a roll here. And then like cheddar cheese and crackers. There's also like a little container of butter. Or I should say like a small serving of butter. So y'all, this is what I'm gonna be eating on. Here's the fork. This is giving IKEA vibes, which there's nothing wrong with that. I just like the way it looks. All right, y'all. So here we go. Let's start with the potato first. That's not bad. We just need some salt and pepper. And y'all, here's the chicken. Go right here. Okay, y'all, so definitely not a tikka masala, and the reason why I was saying that is because I thought that's what I read it was on the menu. This is more like a barbecue chicken. It's actually not bad. Like, I'm shocked. The potato's fine, the chicken's fine. Let's see, we have carrots and peas. You all know. Y'all, it's just an unseasoned carrot. It tastes like a carrot like that has definitely just been like as a part of like one of those microwave meals. Y'all, the vegetables are awful because they just taste like reheated, bland. The chicken is not bad, so I'll probably end up eating the chicken and the potato. The salad. Actually, y'all, that's fine. The salad, honestly, I could just have the chicken and the salad and call it a day. Like, I've had the option. The mousse, let me see if I can capture this. Okay, yeah, y'all. And here's like, I'm gonna show you the mousse now that I've taken the lid off. Right there. So let's see if that's gonna be any good. I do like the fact that there's crumbles and there's like texture in this. I'm gonna try not to make a big mess. Alright, here's our mousse here. Yeah, the mousse is solid, y'all. And then of course there's just like white cheddar cheese in a roll. The roll is cold, So it is what it is. So again, I will tell you all, it's nice. So as you can see, I do not have anyone sitting to my right, so that's really nice. But listen, babes, if you can swing it and it's a long haul flight, because for a short flight, it's meh, whatever. Do the premium economy. Heffas, if you can do it. So I booked this trip last month and the upgrade to premium economy was like super high. Had I booked this like several weeks ago, maybe the price would not have been as bad. But I say do the premium economy on Virgin Atlantic because it's so nice. The seats are cushier. The food quality is infinitely better. Y'all, I saw scones on the menu. And again, I think they're kind of looping in like maybe some premium economy and economy food items. And I was like, oh my God, I want a scone. And I saw them walking up there with like scones and tea. And I don't know that we're going to have like an afternoon tea sort of thing here in the basic B area. Y'all, listen, I'm grateful. I'm having a good time. It's clean. Virgin Atlantic, the staff has been awesome and friendly. I'm just telling you, like, we just have to have real talk. And the real talk is that if you could do premium economy for long haul flights, do it. The seats are cushier, the food is better. And of course, if you could really splurge and get first class, y'all, that would be a goal and a dream of mine in the future, is to take an international flight first class. That would be so awesome. Those flights are so expensive though. So that's why I'm like, for me, premium economy is a good happy medium, because typically on these like international flights, not all of them, so do your research, but a lot of like the premium economy is equivalent to American first class. So yeah, that's that. So I'm going to continue to like kind of munch around the chicken, potato, the salad, the mousse, the cheese. And yeah, we'll see what's in store for us. We have just landed, and so we are about to deplane. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. All right, friends, we have exited the airport. We are going to head on one of the black taxis like what you see here. I have so much to say. I'll wait y'all till we get to the hotel. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and grab a taxi. All right, Heffa fam, so to the hotel. I'm staying at the Strand Place. The rates are pretty low. You can do single occupancy room, double occupancy rooms, and of course they have like larger spaces. So I booked my own single occupancy room, and you're going to see why in like 2.2 seconds. So I'm going to show you all. Now, granted, the stay here for the week, if I can remember to pop it up like how much I paid for, it is fairly cheap for what it is. So as I say that, like the staff has been really nice. It's a beautiful hotel, like on the main lobby, but just level set your expectations, because I have never stayed in a single occupancy room, and this is definitely just meant for one person. So like the main door is right here, and as soon as you walk in, y'all look like, and I just Lysol the bed, so that's why the bed looks a little like unkept right now. It definitely was a bit more taut in terms of the comforter and the sheets. I literally just Lysol the hell, y'all, out of everything. But yeah, this is it, y'all. And they have down here, let me move my purse out the way, but of course, like a tea kettle and everything, so you can make your tea, and everything in the room is complimentary. And that is regarding like the chocolate that they have here, the water, the tea, and that's really nice. They also gave me like a drink card so I can get a drink at their bar. So if we do that, I'll have to show you all what that looks like. Here's the closet. So y'all, because of like the limited space, I just went ahead and put my bag here. And I wiped like the area where this bag is at, but just to get it out of the way so that way I can just like walk straight through. And then these, if you want like to let the fresh air in, of course, I have not even checked the view. Oh, y'all, there's like an office building right there, so there's not much of a view. But basically, you can shut this if you want. I need to adjust the thermostat because y'all, I forget that their temperature here is in Celsius, and so I need to do a conversion to see. But basically, you walk, turn around, you have another one of those windows. You have a mirror here. So you have that, and you walk in, and this is the bathroom here. So you have the shower, you have the toilet, and y'all, that is pretty much it. Of course, you have like the products, which I appreciate. They have some good hand wash. Of course, I have my own kind of shower products. But y'all, this is it. And so this is where I'm going to be at for the next like 4 nights. I will say my only complaint of what I'm noticing is that the floor, the shower just looks really old. Like it looks like it needs some TLC. So I don't think that it's dirty. I just think it's you know, old. So y'all, to be honest, it makes me feel a little paranoid. So I will probably, we're going to step out. I honestly don't know that there's going to be any place that I can walk into, like a drugstore that's going to have like just a cheap pair of flip-flops that I can wear in the shower, because I don't like how that tile looks. It looks a little dingy, but everything else is very clean. And like I said, the staff was super nice, and I believe the shower's clean. I just think the floor of that shower it's dingy. It's probably a little aged, but this is where we're at. And y'all, I think what you're going to find more exciting, we're only spending the first few nights here, and then we're going to actually go to the countryside, and we're going to stay on an estate. So Heffa fam, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap the video up here because I'm a little tired. We're going to go grab something to eat real quick, and I will pick things back up with you all. I just wanted to show you all the flight. I also want to show you all dinner, but honestly, I'm not sure where we're going, and I really just want to take it easy and just decompress for the rest of the evening. So with that being said, I am looking forward to our London adventure, so stick with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and we'll go ahead and get on this adventure this week. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, Heffa fam.